How did you go about finding an ICHRA vendor and ultimately settling on Take Command?
Yeah, so we tried to go from big picture to more granular on this by first trying to figure out what sort of overall kind of vendor and employee experience did we want to have. It was very important to us, like it was a flat out requirement of what we wanted to do here, to try to mimic the group health experience as much as we possibly could, because we felt that it would be very just disrupting to employees if it was this massive change where they had to pay for something up front and then get reimbursed for it. We wanted something that didn't just put employees in a place where they had to go out to the marketplace with no help, no guidance. So we knew we wanted to avoid the kind of vendors that only were the financial pass-throughs. That was an option. We just chose not to go that direction. So then we selected to do in-depth reviews of multiple vendors that offered the more full service experience. And when I say full service, I mean they're the financial pass-through, they're doing direct pays, they're auto pays to the carriers. They're working directly with the carriers when there's issues to resolve those issues. And they have active brokers who will help people assess from among the very many choices that employees have, so that all in one platform, those things could happen, and it was one vendor for us to work with rather than trying to manage that among multiple vendors and just, feeling a little overwhelmed by too big of a change at once.
Sure.
So we vetted those. Our broker was involved in that to help us interview. We had lots and lots of questions. We did lots of demos. And ultimately, we ended up selecting a vendor that we went with. It wasn't Take Command originally. We did end up switching to Take Command after a not very good experience with the other vendor.
Uh-oh. I'm glad you found us. I'm glad we found each other.
We are too.
And so something that Kacy mentioned that I think is so important to talk about here is ICHRA is not a success if all your employees are confused out of their minds and frustrated. Then all of a sudden your health benefits aren't doing what you want it to do, which is like make them feel taken care of, retention, all the things. It's now this like sore point. So Take Command is actually the only ICHRA vendor that does in-house enrollment support. We have a huge team of licensed healthcare navigators that really will walk through and listen and be like, all right, what medical things are you dealing with? Do you have ongoing conditions? Are you having a baby? Like, do you want to have your OB in network? Like, they're thinking about all these things and really help you find your best plan. I use them too. I use them every year because they're just wonderful and they know better than anyone else. And all of your employees are used to just picking one or two options and moving on and signing their name. They've probably never bought health insurance before. So it can be a little intimidating, but this is like so important. It's like a cornerstone of making ICHRA a success. And Kacy did a wonderful job at it.